I no longer get home and talk to a salesman that dropped in here, and Brody calls me. I got hydraulic oil leaking all over, I need help. So, service call. That's not good.
Days with sprayers trying to tame down the thistles, everything that else that grows around the edges of the fields. Definitely looking. And I was out with the little John Deere 6420 and the old Century sprayer with a 500-gallon tank, 60-foot booms. I say 60-foot booms. And I got halfway home because, well, I decided I better quit because it's looking a little stormy. Holy cow, big wind gusts. I got halfway home, looked back, because on that sprayer you got to train yourself into making sure your top fill hole cover does not fall off. Well, guess what? I left the field and the cover was gone. But I didn't realize it until I got halfway home. So now I'm heading 8 miles away with this coming at me, hoping that I can beat it and find my cover. I have an idea. It got pretty rough on a spot in the field, so stay tuned. Well, we've made it about 2 miles from the field. The skies are breaking up. I can see clear sky now down below all of the clouds. So for whatever reason, all it wants to do is blow. I shouldn't speak before I'm out of this place. There was a lightning bolt out there that, well, that would have lit up half of the whole United States, I think, for a year. That was a big one. Okay, we're almost there, so stay tuned. And yes, I did have to put my seatbelt on because things got a little squirrely back there. Okay, now remember my path. Where did I go? Some of you guys might be wondering, why do you drive on your crop? At this stage of the game, the corn will come back very easily. It's when it gets taller, then it will snap off and it will not come back. Now, I can't be explaining all this to you guys. I gotta be looking for my cover. Now, it's a little goofy out here. We had to plant through a bunch of wet holes or plant around a bunch of wet spots. What do I see? Is that it? It can't be this easy. Could it be? Oh, no. No, it isn't that easy. That's a rock. Huh. I'm trapped. That ain't even the right bracket buckle thing. How am I gonna do this? No. I'm not gonna be able to mess around here. We got sprinkling actions. You know, that feeling of loss. I've covered pretty much this whole field now wherever I drove. Spot spraying those replant spots or spots that we had to plant around, and it's not out here. I haven't found it. You know how hard it's gonna be to find a cover if I cannot find it for a 1978 Century sprayer. See, if I do find it, I'll show you. One of the goofiest, one of a kind type of deals. I'm losing faith. Going downhill, attitude slipping. If I lost it from the other field on the road, which because of the moss boils that are not so good on some spots. Could have flew out there. I'll never find it then because I've seen this thing fly off before, and it likes to roll, especially if it's got a little start on it. It'll roll right down in the road ditch, and then it'll definitely be gone. I'm gonna have to retrack a few footsteps. The weather is not, I think it's gonna slide to the south of us. So I'm gonna give her one more time. I'm going back one more time. It's just gotta be here. It's got to be. Well, I failed. I have failed. It's gone. It's not out here. I am going to backtrack and try to see if it left my tank. I usually always check every time I leave the field. Is the lid there? Yes, the lid's there. Pretty sure I checked, but maybe I didn't. Now all I gotta do is remember what direction I took out here. I should be able to do that, right? One might wonder what I would be thinking of that I would not be able to remember what direction that I came from. But you know, I got a lot on my mind. Retirement, the corner room, you know, do you think they've got allow me to paint the walls in the corner room the color I want it, or am I gonna just have to be satisfied with what the last guy had? A lot to think about. You wouldn't believe it! You wouldn't believe it! It lays right on the shoulder of the road. I'm so excited I might not be able to find reverse. Where'd reverse go? Come on. I don't know about this. I think they could have done something better with the reverse, low, high. It doesn't want to engage the best, but unbelievable. Do you know the luck of what I have just had here is? It just is, why would that choose to lay right there and not roll itself into the ditch? So excited I could get run over. Why? Oh, so here's the unique design of the 1978, patented, I'm sure, to make sure nobody else could patent such a lovely idea or have such a lovely idea. So yeah, this here, I don't know, what do you call that plate, which has been, we have had to make that new several times because it rusts off because of the chemical, but you're supposed to pull those handles down, assuring yourself of a nice tight fit there. I don't really want to touch that, so I'm not gonna. Well, this concludes the lost and found trip around the countryside looking for the sprayer cover. And I feel sorry for all you that will have to. Come on, door, the rain is coming! The episode where everybody will remember when the old guy chases after the sprayer cover. That's it. I'm gone. I'm going home. I made it home. Lot of wind. Next, no rain. So I suppose that'll be the deal of this summer again. When it comes with a vengeance. I hate weather when it has to go to one extreme. Too dry, too wet, too windy, no wind. You know what I mean. I'll help you guys show you. I'll show you how to put the cover on so that it does not fall off. I think Chet did it. Chet did it. We'll blame Chet. Ever see such a mean machine? Well, there's a little debris in there. Well, that's what the screen's for. So the two levers are supposed to go in there, and you turn it, snap it down. Oh yeah, now there's definitely something the matter. Sorry, Chet, it wasn't your fault. Now you guys can go in and see what those guys are into.
Well guys, welcome back to the channel. It's went from planting right into spring. I haven't filmed for a few days just because it's been kind of random and getting this thing all set up with the totes up on top. So this is set up to spray soybeans. We've been bordering cornfield edges. What bordering cornfield edges are is we got thistles coming out. The corn really isn't growing. It's up, it's growing, but it's got no water, so it's just kind of sitting dormant, unfortunately. So it's growing, but very slowly due to no water. We've missed every rain. It's been going south, it's been going north. Is what it is, you can't change that. But the soybean fields are getting weeds all over them. Corn fields, it's just kind of thistles, grass along the edge. So we've been bordering every field, spraying that, and just starting to spray soybeans. We did maybe 150 acres, 180 acres yesterday, and then it was supposed to rain, so we quit spraying and missed that one again. So today, hopefully, we can hammer out a couple of bean fields. So this showed up the other day. We're gonna test this thing out. This is a giant vacuum cleaner. It's like a vacuolator, only it's a vacuum cleaner. And I've got a few different jobs in mind for it. I'm gonna show you guys, I'm thinking cleaning up around the grain bins, it's gonna be awesome at. And I'm not even gonna tell you what the other job is because it's gonna blow your mind. It's gonna blow my mind, I'm hoping. So giant vacuolator, you put on the skid loader, then you can dump it out into whatever you want. Yeah, that's gonna be fun. I gotta refill just a little bit of water on this thing and wait for Brody to call when he's empty. He was loaded up this morning because you want your spray, once you spray it, to stay on the plant for like an hour and a half or 2 hours before it rains. And we got scared because of the forecast. And unfortunately, we could have kept spraying, but whatever. It's a new day. Gotta have something to do today, right? So overall, learning the system. I've loaded the sprayer twice and just learning still. So I'm no expert. Nothing's been fast yet, just because it's all new to me, and also the job, you got to remember how to do everything in general. So other than that, I got a buddy that bought one of these express fills also, so we've been like talking about it and like how he's using it, how I'm using it, and he's got a couple of ideas how he's been using it, so I might try that out. One-handed farming. And we're full. So I know where he's gonna run out at, so I'm gonna mix up a 128 acre batch for the next 2 fields, smaller fields, and get ready for that. So I've got 4 inductors. Last year I had 2, so I've doubled my size, yet I wish I had more. So you can get them in 80s, nope, 80s and 40s, I believe, is the size. I went with 2 80s just because I want big capacities, and 2 40s. I maybe should have went with 3 40s and 1 80. But it's here. I like capacity, but I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 products I'm putting in. But it works because I just put in my least amount of gallons into what I mix my AMS in. So it actually works out pretty good because I put my AMS in first, then I go to my Roundup, Enlist, Dual, refill this with Wrath. Bam, we're loaded. Just like that, that easy. Okay, where do I start? AMS. So we're gonna start 5 bags of that in this hopper. Now the thing I did yesterday was I just dumped it in here dry. It worked, like it sucked it out. I used the gun to rinse it down. What I'm gonna try, which was Brody's idea, was filling this up with some water, and hopefully then, by the time I get to the field, it'll be mostly liquid. So we're gonna go rear tank. Basically use it in reverse. Just fill it up with some water. Gravity, which is happening just as I figured it would, or should. Dump my AMS in and hopefully we'll be good. That should be sufficient. All right, I think that's the way to do it. Backflow some water up in there and dump the AMS in. Hopefully it's mostly liquid by the time I get to the field to load them up. I think that's gonna work a lot better. Now, this is pretty cool. I'm going for 32, 24 gallons of Roundup. So we open that up. First we reset this so we know how much we're putting in. Turn that on. Air-powered chem pump. I normally leave the truck running. I might fire that up here quick. Because they do use a fair amount of air, and that gets the air from the air compressor in the truck. Now I got two pumps going. Could fire up a third thing, but I'm still too new at this to get too much stuff going on at the same time. Then I mounted this box here for fittings and you name it. Nice seat to sit here and watch the gauges. Okay, we're going for 24. Woo! We're going for 32 of that one. Those two are mixed up. Here comes Eric. He's bordering this field right by the farm. As you can see, he's only spraying like 10 feet, 15, probably 15 feet, just along the edge. Take out such stuff, thistles, weeds. He says it's quite a boring job. I better run! As you can see, the corn is 8 inches. Another week and we'll probably be spraying the whole field, but this ain't a really weedy area, but there's spots where it comes out 15, 20, 30 feet of solid grass / thistles, you name it. And the cool part is what he has in that sprayer is it don't kill grass. So he can spray road ditches and take out the weeds that are in the ditch also. Very nice. Just a monotonous job. Come on, one-handed. All right, we are ready to go fill Brody whenever he calls. Just like that. So the field is down there a mile, but I don't want to take this truck down there because it's a really, really, really narrow way out of down there. And so we're just gonna load on this intersection here. Got my canopy out, standing in the shade. Sure, it's nice. He's gonna pull up, spin around, get level. We're hooking him up, start blasting product towards him. Products in, just waiting to hit our mark on water now. Did you miss spraying?
I don't know.
You like planting better?
Yeah.
You get so much more done though today with the sprayer.
I know. I don't like the wind.
Yeah, the wind is It's not too bad today, but
Not
you gotta
today.
play the wind. All right, he's loaded up. I can go whip up another batch, and then I think I need a new tote there. Well, I no longer get home and talk to a salesman that dropped in here, and Brody calls me. I got hydraulic oil leaking all over, I need help. So, service call. That's not good. Did you fix it? No.
It's hot out.
Yeah, it's getting there. What do you see?
I don't know. It's dripping there. My pump sits there and goes.
Probably blew out the internal guts. Any other leaks?
I don't know what that leak is back there.
That's probably that. Sometimes that's a one-way cylinder, and sometimes for some reason oil squirts out of the breather. That's just an occasional.
It's hot out.
Is what it is.
Tractor's not happy today.
Why?
She went full throttle.
Trying to cool her down.
Yeah, full throttle, and it went so loud. And I noticed my pump.
Well, we got oil, so that's not an issue. I don't see any major issues here, Brody. Send it.
Can't keep rate.
Okay, that's an issue.
It's going from 12 to 20.
Butterfly valve go to junk. Filter.
What are you even giving me?
Nothing but high quality. All right, we're gonna do some diagnostics here and see what we come up with. I like how the planter guy critiques his own planting. All right, so we adjusted some different pressures. We definitely have a slow leak on the pump. I'm gonna maybe order a new one because we know how once a leak starts, it don't get better. And
Run over beans.
I think the rate's holding better. I had to do some valve switching back there, and then we cranked up some hydraulic flow, so we're holding our rate like we should now. And as far as it warming up, man, dude, it's 90 degrees outside. I miss this, Brody.
Yeah, you can do it. You can do this.
You want to be a spray tender operator?
Yeah, I'll meet you at Fred's. Oh wait.
I like watching the steerable hitch. So the steerable hitch swings out, as you can see, so that the sprayer is following where the planter tractor is driving. Except for when, well, the sprayer tractor, when Brody drives like a maniac.
Get it from Eric.
That's how those big ruts happen on the headlamps, huh? All right, I think we got that figured out. This is crazy, devil. We just didn't have the hydraulics set right, and there's a procedure you go through. It's really super easy. You turn the valve off on the bypass, and then rev the tractor up so you know you got full hydraulic pressure, and then speed up your hydraulics until your filter inlet pressure is at 120, and then you open that valve back up. So we did that. Now he seems to be holding the rate just fine, and I better get back and get another batch whooped up. He's already half done with this field. Granted, it's very, very cut up, slow going. Oh, she's really heating up now, guys. Time for another fill. It's like, I think 87 degrees. The only thing that's nice about it not raining is there's not much humidity. It's a great thing. Normally it's like 80% humidity. You can't breathe. Are you empty enough? I think so. We're gonna have to deploy the boom. So we like the sprayer to be level. Your front end's gotta go down. Yeah. Get out of the road ditch. There we go. We're in between the lines now. We're good. All right. Hook them up. Guess I didn't need to deploy the boom. Such a narrow little ditch here. 3 times drilled my head on this. And it's the first day spraying. But it is nice having shade. Very nice, actually. Everyone made fun of me for this at the farm, but you know what? Who's laughing now when I don't have sunburn? another 2,450 gallon load, Brody. All right, I've got to go get more chemical. Got to get more dual. Load it up. My tote's about empty. Currently been basically spraying mostly leftover from last year, so we didn't start out full. Oh my, we filled her too full!
That's a full load.
All right, so I'm filling water up back in my black tanks there, and I have, get that, I drained that dual tote there. I got it unhooked. I've got my new tote right here, but we're gonna take it off with the forklift, get the new one up there, and hook her all up. I should be ready for Brody again. You can see what I'm doing. Oh my gosh, it's like I'm a professional. Got it perfect. All right, very well. What is going on? We're out of fuel. Out of fuel! Well, that's inconvenient. At least we're close to the gas barrel. All right, so we just gotta come up under here. Take that stupid seal they put on there off. And just like that, we're hooked up. I just gotta strap it down. And obviously now get more gas from my pump. Stupid. Some totes can be so nice, and then some can just be a son of a gun. Some are self-venting, I like those. Some don't have a vent at all, those are not good. I'm thinking that this is a self-venting one that I shouldn't have took that off of, because there's a hole there. Oh well, I don't really know, I'm taking it off. All right, so one of my concerns about this tote deck was being up on top here. Obviously, you don't want to fall down. But actually, there's a fair amount of room here where you can get around and strap stuff down and work up here safely. And then there's a nice ladder here. And it may seem like we do that a lot, but honestly, that lasts a long time when they're full. I know what's wrong with it. There ain't no gas in it. Don't spill, don't spill, don't spill, don't spill, don't spill, don't spill. That always helps, right?
I gotta hold my place, check on the LP tank. Hello?
Ran out of gas.
Again, huh?
Yeah.
I think we use more gas on these pumps than we do diesel fuel. Okay, I'll
run
be back
diesel
in
fuel in your
20 minutes. If you didn't catch that, then it's not worth explaining it. You get all these problems fixed, Scott?
Oh, I don't think I have too many problems.
Oh, that's good.
What are you doing? You're taking off again for the day?
Yeah, right, yeah. Plane leaves and, oh yeah, I'm gonna be late.
Yep, that was the problem. This is what you've been doing all day.
Have you been working? This is important stuff here.
Yeah, of course.
Now, I believe we might have some trouble.
Why?
Splashing no water at me. I just put in one. Restart.
Power cycle. Oh yeah, so I just filled him up for the last time
Not Martin.
of the day. No, if you want me to pull her in, we'll fill you up real quick.
Hold on. Yeah, we should have a 3-inch band. We're good. Just need a little power.
Yep. So I gotta leave soon. go do engagement photos in the heat.
Why was I not invited?
Well, that might be kind of weird. I suppose you could take the photo.
We could have a three-way picture.
Does not make it weird.
No, that sounds like fun. I've got softball tonight.
Oh, that sounds even more fun in the heat. It really turned it up to be like,
Look at that. I'm still. Oh, my
I know.
white skin kind of hides it.
well, at least the flea bites
What
are
do they
gone.
call them things? Actually, look at this. I had a spider climb into bed with me.
Yeah, one got me in the armpit.
He's
I
probably-
bet I think that was when I was sleeping in Dad's boat
I think he's dead now.
on the weekend. And he
You're
spider.
sleeping in the boat
Yeah, we got back
overnight.
and no, it was taking my afternoon nap.
I'm sure it was because you were tired. That's why you needed the nap.
Yeah, it was. Matter of fact, I still haven't recovered from how hard you worked me this spring.
Don't even get to see each other in the spring.
No, I literally didn't see Eric for like a month.
That's why I love spring. Okay.
All right, yeah. So I'm taking off. We'll see you. We'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. See you guys later.